Guys, it's Megan. I'm here today to share a little story with you guys. Um, my sons actually got to go on a weekend with their sisters. They haven't seen each other in like 6 or 7 months, so I'm actually pretty excited for it. Um, like I said, they took off. They are having a blast so far, riding Jeeps, ATVs, hanging with their sisters. So they're doing the thing. You're probably thinking they're sisters. What? So they have two older sisters, and they are from a previous relationship that their biological father had. Um, their mother and we actually get along really well. We've actually lived together before. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm pretty thankful that she is nice enough and strong enough to handle my children on top of her children, because the four of them together is just like, it's chaotic, but it's awesome because of how much they love each other and just their siblings. Their bond is crazy. So, yeah, let me tell you a little bit about their mother, the girls' mother. She and I didn't always get along. I mean, we've tried to fist fight. We have tried to everything, anything that you could. I mean, I've gotten out of my car trying to chase her down. She's called yelling. I mean, we've exchanged messages. We have literally at one point hated each other so much we wanted nothing to do with each other. Like, I was on the restraining order that I wasn't allowed, not a restraining order, but I was on the court order that I wasn't allowed to see the girls. I wasn't allowed to be around the girls, like, when they were with their dad. And then which her reasonings, I totally understand. But it was like, I felt like she was like pinning me to it, like, no, she's not safe. But it wasn't me that wasn't safe. It was the whole situation. But that's for a later story. Since then, we've actually mended that relationship. We get along really, really well. She's an awesome, hardworking woman who, does what she can for her daughters. And if she can't do it, she finds a way. Which I think is, what most mothers do. And I'm very proud of her, like, for the cards that she has been dealt. And, yeah, so they took off this weekend. And I'll post a couple little clips so you can see, like, the siblings reuniting and what they're doing and how much fun they are actually having together. So like I said, my daughters, I call them my daughters. They still call me mom. I mean, it's been a couple years since we haven't actually had the mom and dad and children in a home because dad is an entity. And it just didn't work out between us, and that's a different story. But at the end of the day, we're not together. Households dropped. Everything's crazy. We still had 4 children who saw each other very frequently, very often, more than half the time. And I feel like the girls' mother and myself decided to be adults, decided to be responsible and, just look at the real big picture. And it was our children. So we mended the relationship. We ended up moving in together a year or so later. She was a little bit down and out. I was a little bit down and out. And we just decided, hey, we each have 2 kids from the same person. We're not getting any help. We should help each other. And I mean, like, if I don't feel like we ask each other because it's not each other's duties, but we do, like this weekend, for example, she didn't have to take them. They're not her kids, but they are her daughter's siblings, and she loves them just like as if they were hers too, and I appreciate that. And I think it took a long time to get where we are today, and I'm just very blessed. I'm very thankful it's different, and it's not for everybody, but it works for our family. And I do say our family, I do include her in my family only because of how far we have come as, baby mamas. And then now we're chill. We're hanging. Like, we know each other now at a level that's like you know, what did we not get along for? And we realized why we didn't get along. It wasn't us. We're cool. We're friends. Like, we're chilling. Our kids are siblings. Like, no reason for us to not get along. But yeah, so we lived together for a little bit, and it was fun. Like, she helped with the pickups. I did the drop off, or no, she did the drop offs. I did the pickups. Sometimes vice versa, depending on our work schedule. Grocery shopped. I would babysit when she wanted to go out or had something to do. She would babysit when I had to go do something, or if I worked on her day off, she would have the kids, vice versa. Grocery shopping, all that. We were a team, and our kids honestly fed off of that. Like, they loved it. They were like, whoa. Because at one time, all four of them had witnessed, like, whoa, our moms hate each other. I remember all the time my oldest son was like, Mom, when can you get along? Like, why do you always have to fight? Why do you always have to be cranky? Like, what's so, like, why don't you guys get along? Aren't you guys supposed to be friends? Because at the time, he's like 4 or 5 years old. Like, I wasn't thinking. I wasn't like, and neither was she. Like, they would ask her, can't you get along with Megan? Like, it's our stepmom, you know, that's my mom. Like, so we put aside all of our differences. We talked about it, like I said, and from that day that we mended our relationship, and it led us to moving in and having what we have now. What I know of her is she's an amazing mother. She puts her children first, and she always has. She hustles. She does what she needs to do for her kids. And I don't mean hustle like being nasty. I mean, like, she is on the quickness. She gets stuff done. And at the end of the day, everything she does is for her daughters. And I've never met such an unselfish person. Like, people are quick to judge others, and they see, like, Megan, why are you helping baby mom out? And it's like, you don't know my story. You don't know my life. You don't know what I've been through with these girls, what I've been through with her. I mean, I've been just as ugly to her as she's been to me, vice versa. Like, you know, it happened. It's life. It's the past. Let's get over it. So yeah, like, I'm very proud of her and what she's done. And I'll share a couple clips with you guys and let you guys see, like, how cool it is to have two moms who didn't have children together, who aren't in a committed relationship together, who still keep a connection between siblings. And at the end of the day, it's their happiness that we care about. And that's all that matters. So thanks again for taking my boys and letting them have a fun weekend with their sisters. And I owe you. Call me whenever you need me. Text me. I got you covered. Okay, well, I think that's all I have. Here's a couple clips. And thanks for watching. Oh, wait, on that note, I do want to give a little advice. If you can set aside your differences with other mothers that have the same father as your children, or the other mothers whose kids have the same father as your children, and you can mend that relationship and you can get along, do it. Because at the end of the day, it's not about you, it's not about her, it's not about him, it's about those babies. And those babies love each other just as much as they love each individual parent. And I feel like it's not our jobs to keep them separated. I mean, no, we didn't lay here and make them together, but we know that they're close and we know that they have a tight bond. So if you can set aside your differences and sincerely set them aside, and I'm not talking like for a couple days and be shady the next day or something, like, you know, they're not all baby mamas are evil. They're just trying to protect their cubs. That's all I gotta say. And you may not understand it, but she does, or vice versa. She may not understand you, but you know what? You had your reasons. And instead of shouting and yelling and going towards negativity and ugliness, just talk. Voice your opinion. Hey, I didn't like this. Hey, you know what? I kind of feel like you're stepping over your boundaries as my children's stepmother. Or, hey, they're not with you right now. Like, you can set all that aside and just be like, you know what? I got your kids, I got you covered. Take your time, you know, even when you're in the relationship with their baby daddy, like, you don't want to see your kids hate another person, especially their parent. They're going to end up not liking you. Like, that's their mom. Same for, my baby's mamas, and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't like it if somebody was talking about me. Pretty sure somebody else's children wouldn't like it if they're talking about their parents. So yeah, like I said, get along. Life's too short. Life is way too short to dwell and to, like, hate baby mamas. And I'm only saying baby mamas is because she and I agree on this term. Other people watching this video may not like baby mamas, so we'll just say mother of the children. But like I said, get along. At the end of the day, you're not stressed, you're not cranky, you're not angry, everybody's happy, and the kids are happy. So thanks again, Alicia. Like I said, I owe you. Call me, hit me up whenever you need me to watch the girls, and I'll be there. Logan's riding the